discussed about high availability option using availability zone.
Availability zone, yeah.
Okay, now let's discuss on the availability set.
Okay.
So as I said, availability set is the older method and is there from at least last 6-7 years. Okay, the zone concept is relatively new, hardly 6-7 months old. Okay, in the set there is something called as fault domain and update domain. Fault domain and update. The fault domain is like a unplanned maintenance.
Yeah.
Unplanned maintenance. Whereas the update domain is like a planned maintenance. So you can place your systems under 3 different fault domains max and 20 different update domains max. What does that mean? For example, I have a cluster of 10 web servers. Okay, in the availability set. So Azure SLA will be met if at least one VM is up and running out of 10.
Okay. So you know this concept of cluster. Can you just briefly explain how does it work in Azure?
No, there's no cluster now here. Okay, Azure doesn't work on clusters.
No. So you know the concept of cluster itself. How does it work?
Yeah, so cluster is in the Azure. Okay, so cluster works majorly on the heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Yes, it checks whether the server is responding or not. It basically works on the heartbeat. Whereas this is works on the load balancer. It doesn't nothing related to heartbeat here.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a little different. So don't confuse with the clustering concept. Clustering is a little different from this one. Okay, this is without clustering, we're trying to make the high availability. Okay.
Yeah.
So now when you take that out, okay, in this one there is a fault domain, update domain. So if in a 10 systems web servers, even one is up and running, Azure SLA is met.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't keep 10 systems just for keeping purpose, right? I have a load. That's the reason I keep 10 systems.
Yeah.
So to make sure that I have the minimum number of systems going down during the planned or unplanned activity, I can divide them into different fault domains and different update domains. For example, if I'm having a 10 systems, I can make 10 systems into 10 different update domains so that only one system can go down at any point of time. Okay, whereas in the fault, I can have maximum 3 because unplanned activities are very less or unplanned maintenance in the Azure is very less. So even in that case, if I'm having 10 systems, I'm trying to keep them in the 3 different fault domains. So at least at any point of time, 7 systems will be up and running.
Okay.
So the fault domain and update domain will determine how many systems will go down. Okay, one fault domain and one update domain can go down at a single point of time. So maximum I can have 20 update domains and 3 fault domains.
Okay.
Okay, remaining all the concepts remain the same. Yesterday whatever we discussed still remain the same. So let's create systems under fault and update domain along with the availability set. Okay.
Okay.
So go to all services and search for availability sets and create a new availability set. Okay, and I can create in the region East US2. I'm having 3 fault domains and maximum 20 update domains.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm creating AV set one, the resource group name and the instance or the availability set name. So I'm not using the old disks, I'm keeping the new disks. Okay, we'll discuss the disks separately. Create your availability set. Now when you're building the VM, you place that in the availability set. Instead of zone, select set and select this set.
Okay.
I like the new icons.
Yeah. SQL ones.
Yeah, it seems all the icons looks very good. Okay, availability set is done. Now let's go back and place a VM in the availability set. Virtual machines. Add a VM into the resource group. AV set 1, VM1 in the East US2. I'm keeping availability set.
Yeah.
And I'm selecting the AV set 1.
Okay.
So I can choose the Windows OS like what is required. Username and password. Allow the ports. And the disk. And click the VM.
We're not installing any web server on the ISO.
We need to install it. Otherwise it will. Let's go back and add the extension.
Custom security.
Okay. Install the VM.
Tissues here.
Okay, let's repeat the further second VM.
Okay.
Okay, VM1. VM2. Availability set to the same set. Windows server. And the selected ports. And the extension install. Okay, so when I go back to virtual machines, VM1 and VM2 both are creating. When you go to availability set and you see the VMs in the availability set, you'll see they're in the fault domain and update domain, that is in 1.0, and they should be in another domain, so it should be 1. So they will be in different fault domain and different update domain.
Okay.
Each VM. So whenever there is down, only the fault domain 0 will go down. So in the fault domain 0, I have 6 VMs, all the 6 VMs will go down at a point of time. And you have around 3 fault domains max and 20 update domains. Okay, so if you're having 20 VM web cluster or web servers, okay, maximum at any point of time 1 VM will go down when there is a planned maintenance, and maximum 6 will go down when there is an unplanned maintenance.
And maximum how many? 6 will take unplanned.
So I'm just giving you an example of 20 systems. Okay, so 20 divided by 3.
Oh, okay, okay.
Whereas this is 20 divided by 20.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see the fault domain 0 and 1, update domain 0 and 1. Okay, now remaining things still remain the same. Go back to load balancer, but this time basic load balancer.
It won't be a standard, it will be a basic one.
Yeah, because standard is for the zones.
For zones.
Okay. Create a new public IP. You can keep it dynamic or static as required. Okay. I'm keeping dynamic and add your load balancer.
You know, while it's deploying, can you go back and repeat that concept again for planned and unplanned maintenance, please?
This one.
Yeah, fault domain and update domain.
So there are two different activities generally, planned and unplanned, correct?
I can't hear you. Sorry, 1 second. Please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Yes, it's not very clear, but yeah.
When you're having any problem, there are two different types, planned and unplanned, correct?
Yeah.
So what we are saying is Microsoft Azure has divided the 3 max unplanned sets and 20 max planned sets. So for
Right.
example, you are having 10 systems in a set,
Yeah.
in a availability set.
Mm-hmm.
You can place them in the three different unplanned zones, means 10 divided by 3.
Yeah.
At any point of time, only 3 will go down. Remaining 7 will be up and running.
Okay.
So in the similar way, planned maintenance you can have 20. Means all the 10 VMs can go into 10 different planned activities. So at any point of time, only one VM will go down.
Okay. And how do you decide which one you put in
No,
plan?
it will go. If you are selecting this one, it will go to the automatic way to the different sets, different fault and update domains. That's what
So
the availability.
so when you create it within availability sets, for example, like 10 systems within one availability set, and then once you and then it would go into any random fault and update domain.
Yes. So if you see this one, so 0 and 1, as long as it's not there, 0, 1. When I build the third one, it will go to 2. When I build the fourth one, it will go to 0 again. In the same set, if I add, it will go to second because 3 fault domains are there, 0, 1, 2, 3 over. Then fourth VM will go to 0 fault domain again. Fifth VM will go to 1. Sixth VM will go to 2.
Okay.
In the similar way, update domains, you can have 20. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will go up to 20.
Yeah.
After 20, if you build 21, it will go to 0 again.
Okay.
So it's a random. So it's a sequential, I can say.
Yeah.
Clear?
So these numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, it's just
They are
defined as numbers. They're number of VMs, isn't it?
no number of fault and update domains. Which fault domain and which update domain they're going to. So for example, 0 fault domain is down due to XYZ reason. All the VMs
Yeah.
in the 0 go down. So all the 0 are connected to one same power supply in the backend.
Okay.
If 0 is problem, all the 0 VMs will go down at a time. So in the 0, if there are 10 VMs, all the 10 VMs will go down. In the same set. For different set, it is different again.
Okay. Yeah.
This is per set. So you can have database one availability set, you can have web servers one availability set, you can have middleware servers another availability set.
Yeah.
Okay, it is per set.
Okay.
Okay, so they're logically separating them so that you don't have any single point of failure.
Right. Okay.
Okay, go back to load balancer, create the backend pool, front end pool as same, no change. Backend pool, add the servers. Availability set.
Yeah.
2 VMs are there and that target type is VM1. VM2, network card 2. So that's a backend pool. Then you can define the health pro.
Have you done the front end configuration? Oh, that's when you created. Yeah. Then health pro.
I need to wait because it's updating.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, health probe, add the probe, TCP check. You have the same thing, TCP, HTTP, and the load balancing rule.
Load balancing.
And add the load balancing rule. Okay, same thing. So all the things remains the same except that basic and the availability set concept. When you go back, I have the public AP and you can browse the public AP.
Yeah. Load balancing.
It's going to run the Windows out.
One of the servers.
Yeah. So all the things still remain the same, no change. Okay, so that's how the set works previously before only Jones. But as I said, when you go back to the azure.microsoft.com, so if you see, the ones in the dot color are having Jones, and the ones which are in the blue color are not having the Jones.
Yeah.
So they're migrating slowly. It'll take some time. So eventually should be everything under Jones.
Under zone. Then would they still use availability set, or it will be made redundant?
It will take some time because a lot of things are still there from the long time, right?
Yeah,
I can't do migration in a day. They should be make method to migrate. They should do that. Then they will do that. Okay, and they'll announce a retirement. Generally, it will be a year time. Generally, something retiring in 2020, they announce it today.
Okay.
Because cloud, you can't only retire for one person.
Yeah.
So when you retire something, it will be across Azure. So everybody has to plan their migrations. Everybody has to plan their roadmaps. So that's the reason Classic is still there, which is stopped development around 3 years ago. Still the Classic is there. They have not removed Classic. They are given the path to migrate.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are long-term things. Okay. So that's it for today.